Greetings everyone, Dr. Synth Lady from KB3 Audio here. In this video, I'm going to talk about the new features of our latest free update for existing SynthMaster 2 users. Now SynthMaster is updated to version 2.9.10. The most important feature of this update is that now we have Apple M1 compatibility, so both SynthMaster 2 and SynthMaster Player run natively on Apple M1 computers. We have fixed many bugs with this update. To thank our users for the feedback, we have commissioned new factory presets. So now the factory presets of SynthMaster 2 are actually 1995. You can see from the list here. And the new ones are by Yuli Yolo, NatLife and Selcuk Ergen. Let me show you a few. Most SynthMaster users tell us, why doesn't SynthMaster 2 have more piano-like presets? So we asked Yuli if he could comply. He gave us a few very beautiful ones, like this one here, for example. There's also some very cool sampled content like this one here. It's called Bocara. It's an exotic sounding preset. Let's see how you like it. Actually, there's also some rather universal ones like this brass here. With the NatLife presets, we have mostly loops and effects that you're going to definitely find some favorites among. Here's an effect. And this is a very nice lead. Very useful pad here. One of the most powerful ones, if you ask me, are the loops. Selcuk Ergen presets make use of entire structure of SynthMaster 2, so there are very complicated loops and grooves. Let me give you a drum groove. I was actually playing just one key. Here's another. Here's a nice sequence. There's so much to discover here, you need to check out for yourself. If you would like to find out more about our factory presets, please visit our SoundCloud page. We have prepared nice demos for this new content. You can enjoy the new presets before trying them on yourself by listening if you like. With this update, SynthMaster 2 has new skins. We have actually brought in the iOS skins. As you know, we have released an iOS version earlier this year, and we thought the producers that work with iPads should also be able to find whatever they're looking for and have identical skins with the iPad. So if you look now, you're going to see that now we have iOS skins. This one is going to look very familiar, especially to SynthMaster 1 users, the same gray and gold. We have some more skins actually. This is the blue skin that I really like. And you can see that there are some changes on the Outlook. There are some buttons that are not visible on the desktop skins, like the hold here. So you might really find this very handy. There's also the white skin, which you might prefer. Actually, my screen doesn't support for me to make it bigger, but you can resize these as big as you like. This is only 90%. It goes up to 200% in terms of scale. We have implemented larger windows for fine-tuning our graphic user interface. So now the Arpeggiator sequencer, multi-segment envelopes, and sequencers as modulators have larger windows. All you need to do is to magnify by using the loop icon here. So for multi-segment envelopes and for arpeggiators, you can edit easily in a larger window. Let me demonstrate by loading our default preset. This is a 2-octave sprawling arpeggio that most of you are going to recognize. Okay, so now that it's much larger, I can maybe modify it a little bit. Let me add here something to maybe an E flat here. Let's hear it now. So editing has been made much easier. Let me just change it even more. For multi-segment envelopes, I'm going to show how to use them with a new preset. So I'll just create a filter and put a multi-segment envelope on my filter cutoff. Very simple. Let's make it a little bit complicated now. As you can see, on top we have added this new line to show exactly how long this envelope takes. If you want it longer, you can drag towards right. Or if you want it shorter, you can drag towards left. Milliseconds can go even up to seconds. And by clicking, you can add as many edit points as you like. You can change how many stages you would like your envelope to have, and where your loop should start and where it should end. That part is highlighted. So let me make it a little bit shorter. Maybe a 10-step envelope. And let's make a fancy shape, shall we? You can get to be very creative, obviously, with shapes. Let's hear it now. A more adventurous sound. And I can even lag it a little bit, that's here. So it won't be applied right away, but this is going to create a smoother effect. Maybe I will even modify it a little bit more. As you can see, the possibilities are endless. And you can create many fancy sounds in this way. If you like, you can also use a sequencer to create very effective modulations. So I'm going to remove my multi-segment envelope. Instead, put a sequencer on the same parameter. So I'm going to magnify. Let's hear this first. There's just so much to do here. First of all, let me change the speed. And then maybe I divide them by 3. You can change where the loop is going to start. I would like it to be earlier. I would like it to lag a little bit. Have some random noise. I would like to have a different shape. Well, that's easy enough. As you can see, there are edit points, so you can change the shape and amount here by altering the graphic. And the gate function, this is also something very cool. You can ask the steps to be shorter, basically, by using the gate function. There's just so much to do, and this is only the normal mode of editing. There is more. Now, this is completely new. These we have added. Here is a step editing mode. So it will just flatten out, and you're going to therefore have independent but flat steps. Let's hear this. What about the other modes? This is my favorite actually. So there is the up, which is going to make everything slope upwards. You can edit the shapes if you like, but they're going to always go in an ascending shape. There is the opposite, downward. And there is finally the freehand, which is very nice. Let me make it maybe a little bit larger than just 8 steps. So let me have a sprawling 16-step sequence and just draw however you like. I just want to create this. Imagine the possibilities with this. Now I have tempo synced. So these are actually note durations, note values that you change here. Now I'm going to show you a related, very cool feature that we call ratcheting, sequencer ratcheting. Here at the bottom, you see ones. These are actually, again, note durations, and you can change them by mouse wheel to bounce the steps. You can therefore bounce the steps of the sequencer. They're going to be repeated. in the note duration that you specify. Let's hear the effect. I've changed a few things. So basically, ratcheting just tells you how many times the single step is going to be repeated as this envelope runs. You can use this sequencer as a modulator to any parameter actually. You are right now looking at our iOS skin. We have carried over a feature from our iOS version. Now you can set keyboard and velocity zones according to which zone of the keyboard you are playing or the velocity. SynthMaster is going to filter out some sounds. This preset is based on the arpeggio that you heard, the Sweet Dreams arpeggio. You see I'm filtering according to which part of my keyboard I want to sound. Now I would like my sound to be louder on the higher end and softer at the lower end. Now the opposite. So this is a very nice design feature that you can use to create dimensional and dynamic sounds. Especially our users who use microtonal scales and make microtonal music is going to enjoy the new feature that I'm going to talk about now. SynthMaster 2 is now equipped with the possibility to quantize pitch, which means that whatever you do, whatever modulations you put on your oscillator, you're going to have exact tuning. So pitch quantize just snaps your LFO, for example, exactly to your scale. So how you do this is you would go to your oscillator and you can quantize pitch as I'm showing according to a scale. So let me just quantize for major chord now. You can see how my LFO is. So let's see what's going to happen. As you see, I'm turning off the quantization now. Let's quantize it to something else. We have many scales here. Let's find an alternate Hijaz scale. So by default, my tonal center here is G4. I could change this to, for example, E3. This will be very handy, especially if you are using a matching scale. SynthMaster is equipped with all these microtonal scales. It's going to highlight you the scale degrees. And when you change the root note, different degrees are going to highlight, and your LFO in this case is going to follow exactly this scale wherever you play. Very useful feature for composition. Let SynthMaster do the math for you. We have now made easier to set pitch. As you can see, we have a dedicated knob here and you can just set pitch. As easy as this. For example, I would like to just immediately go or create some transpositions. I could use the knob itself, of course. But you see, the menu has made it really easy to set. We hope you have enjoyed this demo and our new content. Enjoy making music with SynthMaster.